thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on third down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Open space at the 25. There he goes. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Blazers. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. Just barely able to keep him from pouncing in on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Quarterback now breaking the field. Catch in the middle, it's Wade. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and their coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
To the air on 2nd down. Going for 6. Makes the catch. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
On the move. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
And man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, this ain't good for the offense. When you get down close to the goal line, you don't want to be going backwards. They can't sustain more negative plays.
Man, what a huge play from this defense. Everything looked bleak. Now they've completely flipped this situation around, put the offense a little bit behind the 8 ball.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need 1 more yard on 3rd down. Trying to barge in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UAB.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he puts through the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Dennis. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at... team. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. The Raging Cajuns come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the air, it's Reed. Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen passes, it just never developed.
Boy, and he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
A strike downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
And the Raging Cajuns are moving quickly down the field. Rides the back on the option to give. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the 2nd level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Got enough space, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cajuns. Extra point here will tie the game.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds, and a perfect way to wrap up the first quarter. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The give to the tailback. Nice move there.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Brown. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Snap it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Got the first down and more. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Blazers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Oh, better look out. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man, really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on first down. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. To the ground with the back. Powers through the defender. Touchdown, UAB! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Louisiana, 14.
Coming out with it, it's Dennis. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own, a chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Back to throw, it's Reed. Finds his man, it's Owens. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
So now it's second and long. Looking to throw again. Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Bunch formation for these receivers. Back to pass on second down. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll get rid of it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Fires left. Found a seam. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Grab behind the line. It's Wade. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
Under fire. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Louisiana.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Gets the back moving. Caught in the backfield, it's Speedy. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Corners are going to bail. Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll take a deep shot here. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Here's the pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Blazers will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Corrals it at the 45. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Back to pass, it's Reed. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's turning it loose into the middle. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Here's the handoff. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Wants to throw on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Wade. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
The Raging Cajuns will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to take off. Plows through the defense. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Fired batted that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They'll run play action. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Scanning the field, it's Reed. Dances away to buy time. Looking for the score. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. One more snap coming before halftime. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
UAB.
Extra DBs on the field to defend the pass. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're...
He's going for it all. He's got it down the left. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And, man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call, and that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got him. Touchdown, Blazers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. That's caught. It's Davis. That's a fumble on the play. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
Off the play fake on first down. On the run, fires downfield. Complete to the left. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Raging Cajuns can really attack on this second and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Turning it on. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Looking to throw, it's Reed. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've converted third downs all day long, and now a chance to get a touchdown on third and goal. He might want another play. On third and goal, they'll throw it. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The give to the back. Running into the open space. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Going to swing it on second down. Trying to get behind the defense. Makes a catch on the left. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Leaves it with the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you run these counter-type plays, you're getting extra offensive linemen pulling at the point of attack, opening up a crease for that running back to gash the defense.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
I
think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Flips it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, UAB. And that one will give him the lead.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Western Kentucky is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 14 to Cincinnati. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off-play action on first down. Looking left. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle? And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender because these QBs and wide receivers are so...
He's got it! And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to...
Wide open, he makes the catch. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cajuns! Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He turns it loose to the left. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Wants to throw. It's Burton. There he goes. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebacker's coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They'll ride the hot hand. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UAB. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
Let's see what he can do with the return. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got a man. It's Fleming. At the 40, there he goes. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
It doesn't matter what the defense has tried to do. Man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever. Quarterback has been locked in. 350 passing yards now.
Looking for a man. It's Reed. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Motion from the wide receiver. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Blazers! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. They pushed the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth quarter lead.
49, Louisiana, 38.
And he'll bring it back. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the back, looking to take a shot. Holds it in on the left. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Well, you're down 2 possessions. The defense knows you're going to take shots, so it's not going to be easy. But how about that explosive play and a 50-50 ball? Guy comes down with it, and that is perfect. You've got to score quick and get the ball back quickly here to win this game.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. He's not afraid to go deep. Touchdown, Louisiana! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. Steps away. He gambles and throws one all the way back to the left. Touchdown, UAB. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. And for this receiver, hello, viral.
Hello, viral, and on every platform, everywhere. You're going to see it in top plays. Not one, not two, not three. Just continuing to count the touchdowns. This guy's been balling.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing, and you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Wide receiver going in motion. The running back has it. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the Blazers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And this is one of those where you go, oof, you start to breathe a little deeper on the sidelines. You felt really, really comfortable having the big lead to +2 possessions in the 4th quarter. But now you gave the ball back. You put yourself in a position where you're going to have to earn it a little bit more now.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Reed. Now adjusting. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He's into the open down the middle. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, UAB. How about this defense taking one back to the house? That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Dennis. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. He'll start this drive firing. He slings it deep to the left. Got him downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Raging Cajuns moving quickly to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And the Raging Cajuns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Running to Green. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got
deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns.
And this quarterback really does.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Lining up to add another. And it's up and good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. TCU is running away with things, and I'm not sure who saw this coming today from this offense. They're up by 28 over Arkansas State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Turning it on! The 20, the 10, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Blazers! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Dennis. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Dropping back, it's Reed. Looking to scramble. On the move, he fires. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. They get to him as he throws.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the 4th quarter, and still, he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like...
Hits the afterburners. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches, and this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like to understand, like I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.